This is my 92 Civic hatchback CX. Originally when I first bought the car, I bought it from a girl. So it was like a stock red CX. And I had a sticker in the back of it. It was the funniest thing ever. It just said "Yield to the Princess." So for a while it was called Princess, and then before I did the color change. And then once the car got painted and all that, you know, it turned into this army color green. I had to drop the Princess name, and you know, she officially became the tank.
Security!
Security!
And my buddy Roy from Simple Speed, he designed this whole wing right here, as you guys can see. And this thing's amazing, man. So I mean, he literally spent 4 days and nights just working on this wing, man. I had a lot of inspirations coming from Hawaii. You know, I had a lot of buddies from out there, from the 808 area. So I think when I first started building this car, a lot of my inspirations kind of came from out that way. You know, just the crazy AN fittings all over the engine bay, and a big front mount and the front bumper cut out, all the front bumper all cut out, and a big ass intercooler, you know, just crazy, you know, just crazy, like pretty much like a drag car setup, but be driven on the street. You know, that was always my inspiration on that. So, you know, and that's where I kind of like, when I started building this car, that's what the setup was. So I went from that and I ran the full race setup, and I went turbo again, but I just changed the turbo. I did manifold differently because I was getting the car ready for the Sport Formula Drive class that year. We had the car all ready to go, and then just a week before the event, I had my slicks and skinnies, everything ready to go. There was a NWP meet, and I was like, you know what, let me go check it out, go hang out over there, you know? On my way there, just the oil pump just popped and blew up, man. And it just took out my whole motor. Kind of let the car sit for a while and kind of think about what I really wanted to do, kind of just to change it up and bring it back out again, you know? And I decided I wanted to go back to all motor. We literally took this whole car apart, and I repowder coated all the suspension components. The whole undercarriage was all redone, repainted. I mean, we literally changed every nut and bolt on this car, man, from the day one I built this car. So I wanted this whole car to be just revised. And I came back, got back out again in 2010 when I debuted it back in IBOC. I got the charge key fenders in the front. It's a 20 mil charge key fenders. For the rear bumper, I'm actually just have running the Go Auto Works diffuser in the rear. Also, Roy also actually put the canards in the front as well too. It's an NA motor. It's a GSR, so it's 85 mil, 89 stroke. Compression is about 11 to 9. It's on pump gas, and I recently just tuned it out on Import Auto Pros. It made about 234 on a dyno jet. The setup now is like, the car is like pretty crazy still. I mean, the car is pretty much like a track car, but I'm still kind of driving on the street here and there. So I think you end up having more fun when you come to like an event like this, where you can actually put your car on a track and have a good time and get on it as much as you want and never have to worry about getting pulled over and getting a ticket, you know what I mean? So I think that's where my direction is gonna go. I'm gonna give a big, huge shout out to Roy from Simple Speed, my buddy Eric from Street Image. I mean, you know, he's the one that pretty much helped me like restore most of this car. I got a big thanks to give to Dave at Import Auto Pros. You know, he's been doing all my maintenance stuff, make sure the car was ready to come today. Also got to thank Joe from 420 Wraps for wrapping my front end, because he knew how anal about my paint. So we got the front end of the car all clear broad. I got so many people that I got to thank on this, man. You know, everyone's been real helpful with this car. It's since day one. I'm Radium for the fuel. Soichiro, I'm running their shifter setup on the car right now. Vibrant Performance for the exhaust. Rywire Ryan for my harness. Skunk 2 for all the engine components. I wanted to kind of build a car where it was like I can do anything you wanted to. Like, I can go road racing with it, I can go drag racing with it, I can show up to a show and I still, you know, show off the car and go to a meet with it. I want to be able to do everything I can with the car, just not a one-purpose car, you know? So I think that's my goal. I love this car too much, man. I just don't want to just sit around doing nothing, you know? I mean, I want to like actually bring it out and do stuff with it.